discussing in detail. Now, should we start it from Vivaha Samskara and complete the chain? Or should we start it from Garbhadana Samskara and complete the chain? Okay, either way it's okay. So I started from Garbhadana Samskara. Anyhow, it's circular. It is circular. Where you start and where you end, it's not a matter at all. But we have got two starting points. Maybe Garbhadana Samskara, Vivaha Samskara. So out of these 60 samskaras, we have started Garbhadana. Then we have got Pumsavana. That's the next one. Pumsavana and next one is Simantanena. So all these three are samskaras which are performed before the birth of the child. Before the child is born, these three samskaras are to be performed. And once the child is born, we go for Jata Karma. Then all other things are postnatal samskaras. So Pumsavana. So after Garbhadana, when the whole ground is prepared and we are ready to conceive and we are ready to bear a child, okay, at that point of time, with all the prerequisites and preparations, yes, the wife conceives and the husband and wife are ready to become father and mother. Okay, fine. At that point, what happens? The child in the womb, which starts from one fertilized egg, that's how it starts. One fertilized egg is the beginning of the whole person, the whole child. So from there, it starts growing. So the first phase of growth is a physical growth, the external features. Then the internal organs start its formation, and they gradually start functioning. And once the internal and external things, the physical and the mental aspects, they are all independent and they are able to carry on their own. Approximately it takes 9 months and 9 days. That's in the 10th month. Yes, the fully grown from both points, physical and mental, from both points, external and internal organs. So which is self-sufficient, which is capable of carrying it on its own, then the delivery takes place. So there are two steps, I said, in the growth of the zygote or the growth of the fertilized egg. The first thing is the physical, and the second one is the mental aspects. So the Pumsavana, which is very next to the Garbhadana Samskara, it concentrates, it focuses on the physical development of the child. Physical development of the child. And Simantona, which is next to Samskara, that concentrates on the mental development of the child. Mental and internal development of the child. That's when the internal organs start the formation, start functioning. So this Pumsavana Samskara, which is basically to squeeze and extract the essence of things and giving it to the womb through the mother. That's Pumsavana. Pum is strength, Savana is to extract, to squeeze, and to take the essence of it. That is Savana, Pum, Savana. So I made it very clear that Pum is not male, and the whole Vedas never is male partial or maybe female partial. It is impartial to both genders. It says it is a soul we are concentrating on, and the soul is beyond gender. It's male or female, it is just a difference in the tool, and it's got nothing to do with the growth and development and upliftment of the soul. It's very clear. So, in this Pumsavana, the main concentration is first to see that the zygote or the fertilized egg stays firm in the womb. That's very important. If you don't take sufficient care, abortion is very easy in that juncture. So abortions have to be avoided. malfunctionings have to be avoided. So the best thing is to take care of its existence, to take care of its strength so that it sticks on to the womb and continues for 9 and odd months. That's the basic requirement. So they prescribe uh, in the Vedas certain things, and on the basis of the Vedic thoughts, they have been elaborated in Ayurveda texts. Speaking of Ayurveda, I have to make a few things clear. Nowadays, Ayurveda has been understood as a method of treatment, like allopathy or homeopathy or naturopathy. Similarly, Ayurveda is also one system of medicine. This is how they speak of, but it's not so. It's not so. Hita hitam sukham dukkham. Hita hitam sukham dukkham. Hita hitam sukham dukkham. Ayustasya cha hita hitam. Ayustasya cha hita hitam. Hita ahita. Ayustasya cha hita hitam. Tasya manancha yatroktam. Tasya manancha yatroktam. Ayurveda sauchyate. That's the definition for Ayurveda. It's from Ayurvedic text. Hita hitam sukham dukkham. Ayustasya cha hita hitam. Tasya manancha yatroktam. Ayurveda sauchyate. It's not just a medicinal type. It's not just a system of medicine. Hita hitam sukham dukkham. What is favorable? What is not favorable? For the whole human life. It's not just only when there is a disease, we think of Ayurveda. It's not like that. The very life has to be on a streamline, has to be on a right path, and what is favorable, what is not favorable, what is happiness, what is unhappiness, what is ease, what is disease. That is hita hitam sukham dukkham. Ayus secha hita hitam. Ayus, the whole span, which expands the whole span of life. And it says what is good, what is bad, what is favorable, what is not favorable, what is ease, what is disease. And it speaks about the whole span, please remember. Because as the life advances, as the age advances, the requirements and needs and conditions, they vary. What conditions we find in a child is not the same that we find in an old man, an old woman. They're different. So as age advances, as days pass on, then the condition in our physical mind, it varies and changes, and we have to follow certain things in accordance with the stage of life where we are in. So ayustasya hita hitam. So in all those stages, what is favorable, what is not favorable, what is ease, what is not ease, that's disease. This has been explained. And tasya manancha yatroktam. And the measures to know where we are and what it is. The parameters are said for different stages of life. What is health, what is not health. Manam means a scale, a measure is also explained to understand all these things. Tasya manancha yatrokam, where it is said, where the parameters, where the measuring scales are also explained, Ayurveda sauchyate, that is called as Ayurveda. Ayusho Vedam, that's another way they explain it. The whole science of life is called Ayurveda. It's not just a system of medicine. Of course, system of medicine is part of Ayurveda, but that itself is not Ayurveda. The whole science and art of life is there in Ayurveda, and that is real Ayurveda. So it's not that when I'm in a diseased condition, I search for an Ayurvedic doctor and get medicine under Ayurveda. No. Even when I'm healthy, I'm supposed to follow the principles laid down in Ayurvedic texts, so that I prevent getting diseases. So it speaks about the way I have to do my daily routine. It also prescribes about what we have to do in different seasons, because the same thing what we do in one season cannot be followed in another season, because there are seasonal changes. So according to change, how I should change my routine. It speaks about the food. It speaks how food will contribute to what. It speaks about how the mind works. So many things it has got. And it is not only for disease. But I make it very clear. And they have broadly divided this whole Ayurvedic principles into 8 things. Ashtanga. As you got Ashtanga Yoga, here we have got Ashtanga even in Ayurveda. So you can just make a note for information purpose. Kaya. First one is Kaya. Kaya means physiology. A physician, we call him. A physician who looks into the whole body and how it works. So this is Kaya. Bala. Next one is Bala. Bala is pediatrics. You know it, pediatrics. We speak about the child. So how the child is born, what are the problems it faces, what are the conditions we have to provide for a child to grow well in the womb and outside the womb. It's foreign, childhood, adolescence, up to that it takes care of. That is Bala. Pediatrics, that's the modern term for that, Bala. Graha. Graha. Graha is those factors which affects the mind and the mental health. So in the modern day, we can say it is psychiatry or psychology. Kaya Bala Graha. Fourth one is Urdhvanga. Urdhvanga. Urdhva, what's at the top? So we study it. Kudginda. Hridayadinda mele. So that Urdhvanga is your ENT, ear, nose and throat. It's the optic instrument, that's the eyes. An optician, an ENT specialist. Okay, it all comes under Urdhvanga. Urdhva is above the heart, whatever is there. So in order to speak of the physique, they divide into 3 levels. The top, the middle and the lower. And how do they differentiate? Hrannabhyaha. One is the hrit. Hrit means the heart. Nabhi means a belly button. Nabhi. So whatever is there above the heart, it's all Urdhva. Whatever is there between the heart and the Nabhi, that is the middle part. What is below the Nabhi, that's the lower part. That's how they divide. 3 parts. Urdhva, Madhya, Adhobhaga. So when I say Urdhva, it is above the heart. What are all the things we have got above the heart? Throat, ear, nose, the mouth, the eyes. Okay, they all come under that. The brain and other things that we have seen in the previous one, Graha. Graha is psychiatry and psychology. Center, nerve center ನಮಗೆ ಅದು ನೆಟ್ಕೇರ್ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದಲ್ಲ ನೆಟ್ಕೇರ್ ಅದಿರೋದೇ ಹಾಗೆ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು ಆ ರೀತಿ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಕಾಯ ಬಾಲ ಗ್ರಹ ಊರ್ಧ್ವಾಂಗ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಶಲ್ಯ. Shalya. In the modern days, the Shalya can be understood as surgery. So many times, incisions are required. Probing is required within the body. So whatever we have to do to probe into, to have an incision That's all called as Shalya, surgery. So we use surgical instruments, and using those surgical instruments, we take care of the health of the body by incision or by probing, so many things. That all comes under this, Shalya. Then Damshtra, next one is Damshtra. Damshtra is getting bitten by animals, insects, etc., etc. Damshtra is getting bitten. In the modern terms, you can call it as venomology. Venom. Venom is poison. Venomology. That's the word they use. Maybe a dog bites, a cat bites, a monkey bites, a snake bites, a mosquito bites. For many people, a mosquito bite also is allergic. And it is a carrier of so many diseases like malaria, dengue, etc. So all these bites, maybe one human being bites the other, that's also poisonous. That's also poisonous. So all these bitings, this all comes under venomology, or it is Damshtra. Next one is Jara. Seventh one is Jara. Please follow the word. Jara, in modern terms, is called geriatrics. You find some similarity between the words Jara and geriatrics. Yes, this Vedic language and Sanskrit has got an influence on almost all the languages on the planet. Jara is geriatrics. Geriatrics is one which deals with the old age, the problems of old age, the necessities of old age, the changes in the old age, so many things. It could be maybe in the case of woman, it may be menopause. Maybe in the condition of male, it could be senility, or senile or senility. They're all because of old age, what happens. So all these things are studied, their special condition, their requirement, their changes, their diseases, their mental attitudes, how it changes. All these things are considered and guidance is given. That is called as Jara, geriatrics. Then the last one is Vrusha. Vrusha. That Vr is the vowel, Vrisha. Sha is Murdhanya, Vrusha. In the modern day, it is called as aphrodisics. Aphrodisics. So it is rejuvenating the whole body. How the whole body can be rejuvenated, and this gradually body goes on with wear and tear. So how this wear and tear can be minimized, can be controlled, and the whole system can be made a little younger and stronger and active. That whole thing comes under Vrusha, aphrodisics, regaining the youth again. So there are so many methods what we have to follow so that our physique and mind becomes younger, or the retardation becomes slower. Either way, it's good. The retardation is there. Say from the birth up to a certain age, maybe 20, 22, there will be growth. And after that, it stagnates. There will be no growth. And at a certain age, it starts retarding. The body becomes weaker and weaker and gets itself ready for the ultimate thing. During these periods, if you follow these aphrodisics, the science of aphrodisics, the body gets rejuvenated. The body can recoup itself to function better. That's called as aphrodisics. It is very close to sexology. It's very close to sexology. Or sexology can be taken as a part of this aphrodisiacs. Now, how scientific it is, you see. All branches of medicine, all stages of life has been considered here. Kaya, Bala, Graha, Urdhvanga, Shalya, Damshtra, Jara, Vrushan. 8 things. So Ayurveda deals about all these things. And it is preventive as well as curative. That we have to be very clear. Preventive as well as curative. Today we have understood Ayurveda only from the curative angle and say it's a system of medicine. No, it's not a system of medicine. It's a way of life that it prescribes. As I'm telling daily routine, I got what is known as dinacharya. Dinacharya. What I have to do from morning till night. From the time we get up till we go to bed. How we should lead our life. That is dinacharya. The routine to be followed every day. And now got rutucharya. That's what I was telling about, the seasonal changes. So whenever these seasonal changes are there, we have to change our lifestyle. It's not the same. Because there are seasonal changes, and seasonal changes will have an impact on us, will have an effect on us. So according to the change in seasons, we have to change our routine, we have to change our food system, we have to change our lifestyle. And that's all explained in what is known as rutucharya, dinacharya, rutucharya. Now these are not for curing. These are all for preventing the life what we have to lead. So there is no question of medicine here, but the way of life what you have to lead, the lifestyle, how we have to change over because of seasons and in a day from morning till night, it's all explained here. It's not a system of medicine. It is a system of life. So Ayurveda has got a broader meaning. That is, it touches all the phases of life. It touches all the facets of life. That's how we have to take it. Of course, medicine thing is also there, but it's only a part. But it deals with so many things. As I just seen the list, Kaya, Bala, Graha, Urdhvanga, Shalya, Damshtra, Jara, Vrusha. All the aspects of life have been considered. So here, even with regard to this Pumsavana, what you are speaking of now, where we extract the best from the resources what we have got around, so that the conception what has taken place, so Pumsavana is performed only when conception is confirmed, that I told in the last class also, I repeat it. So when conception is confirmed, we go for this Pumsavana, that is extraction of, squeezing of, taking the essence of so many things that surround us, so that the fetus what has been conceived will stay fit in the womb. If we don't care, if we don't take sufficient care, there's all the possibility that that fetus will fall off, and that's what we call it as an abortion. It may get aborted if you don't take the sufficient care. So whatever care we have to take has been explained here under Pumsavana. And of course, on the basis of Pumsavana, it's also explained in Ayurvedic texts. They have expanded whatever is in a seed form, in a nutshell, what is told in Vedas, that has been explained as Ayurveda. So we call Ayurveda as a Upaveda. It is a sub-text. It's an appendix to the Veda. But of course, the final authority is Veda, that we have to take it. Whatever is favorable, whatever is in tune with what is said in the Vedas, that we have to take in Ayurveda. Because Ayurveda doesn't have the protection of the Vedangas, what I've been discussing earlier also. Vedas have a protective shield in 6 ways: Hiksha, Vakarana, Chandas, Nirukta, Jyotisha, Kalpa. Now such a system is not embedded in the Ayurveda Shastra. There's quite all the possibility that somebody would have meddled with it Somebody would have added, somebody would have changed, somebody would have removed. Such things are there. It is subject to such misuse or abuse. But such a thing is not possible for Vedas because it has got 6 protective embedded systems in it. So whenever you are studying Ayurveda, whatever is favorable we have to take, favorable to Vedas, whatever is in tune with Vedas, and other things you just forget about it. So what is said in Ayurveda is very interesting to know. So I'll just give you a few references what I have got in Ayurveda with regard to this Pumsavana. Pumsavana is extracting the essence of the healthy things around and giving to the pregnant lady, so that the fetus stays in her, it stays fit and it grows well and a good child is born at the end of the 9 months. This is from Charaka Samhita. 3 greatest texts we have got in Ayurveda. There are many, but these 3 are considered as an authority. One is Charaka Samhita, another one is Sushruta Samhita. Third one is Ashtanga Hridaya written by Vagbhata. Charaka Samhita written by Charaka only is there. Sushruta Samhita is a product of Sushruta. And Ashtanga Hridaya is written by Vagbhata. So these are the 3 main pillars of Ayurveda. And Ayurveda is an Upaveda of the Veda. So it is Charaka Samhita. I am giving a reference from Charaka Samhita. That is Sutra 40 in Charaka Samhita. Sutra 40 in Charaka Samhita. It speaks about the posture that a pregnant lady should follow. And she is not pregnant, she can sit anywhere, anything in any position, doesn't matter, it doesn't affect much. But as a pregnant lady, the posture of sitting, the posture of sleeping, the posture of standing, the posture of walking, the style of walking, all should be taken care of because it will have an impact finally on the fetus in the womb. It says she should not take any jerks. So sudden jerks will have a great impact on the fetus. So jerks are not allowed. This is what it says in Sutra 40. It also says, it's in general also. It is very special during pregnancy and it's always general. One general principle is said, this is from Vagbhata I am quoting, Ashtanga Hridaya. Rogaha sarvepi jayante, vegodirana dharanaihi. Vegodirana, that is Alpa Prana, vegodirana dharanaihi. Rogaha sarvepi jayante, vegodirana dharanaihi. All diseases, no exception. Rogaha sarvepi jayante. All those diseases come to us, all those health problems will come to us. For a simple reason, vegodirana dharana. Whatever vegas we have got in our body, to influence it and forcibly throw it out, or to hold it forcibly. So I'll give you a very simple example. Sneezing. Sneezing is considered as a vega. So, forcibly sneezing. I'm not getting any sneeze, but forcibly I sneeze because of something. What they do, you might have heard about it. We have got this nasal tobacco. Tobacco powder is there. Say they take it through the nose. What do you call it in your language? Here we call it as nasya. Nasya. In Sanskrit also it's called nasya. What do you call in your language? How do you know about that? Taking tobacco into the nose. It's an addiction. It's an addiction. And once they take that tobacco powder into the nose, they get sneezing. So it's forcibly sneezing. Or sneeze is coming automatically. For some reason, I hold on to it. I don't sneeze at all. Either this or that. One is udirana, another one is dharana. Because of that, so many diseases will happen. One example. Throwing out the waste from the body, maybe in the form of urine, for example. When there is no sensation for urination, we forcibly do it. Or when there is a sensation for urinating, we hold it on because of the circumstance. I'm in some meeting, I'm in some place, I can't do that, I can't go out, so I hold it on. Urination is also considered as a vega. So all these vegas are not to be forcibly done or to be held. So if you do that, it results in so many diseases. Hunger is also a vega, for information. Hunger is also considered as a vega. When there is no hunger, I eat. This is udirana. The other one is, when I'm hungry, I don't eat. That is dharana. I hold on to the hunger and maintain it for some time. For some reason. Maybe I'm still during travel and I take 2 hours to reach home, but I'm hungry. There's no hotel, there is no cafe in the route. I just go home and for 2 hours I hold on my hunger. It's not impossible, it's possible, but doing so will result in diseases. Rogaha sarvepi jayante vegodhirana dharanaihi. It's a basic principle. Thirst is also a vega. When there is no thirst, simply drinking water. Or when there is thirst, I don't drink water, I postpone it and drink a little later. This also vegodhirana dharanai. So as a prescribed, these are all the vegas, what we have got. Now these vegas should not be forcibly done or forcibly held back. It is general for anybody, even for healthy persons. But in particular, it is given as a guidance to a pregnant lady not to do it. If you are hungry, eat it. If you are not hungry, don't eat it. If there is a sensation for urination, don't hold on to it. Anything further, sneezing. Sleep is also considered as a vega. If you are sleepy, take rest. I can't because I'm in an office, I have to perform my duty, I can't. Go have a cup of tea and continue your work. So this is holding the sleep which comes naturally. Or when there is no sleep, okay, I have no other work, okay, I will just have a nap. There's no sensation for sleep, there's no need for sleep. But because I'm free, I will take a nap. This is udirana, forcibly going for sleep. So all these things will have some impact on the whole body and mind of a person, results in a disease. Such things should not be done anytime, in particular in case of a pregnant lady. That is Sutra 40, Charaka Samhita. It's very scientific. It's very scientific and clear. There's no problem in that. Then, the next one is Sutra 41. Sutra 41. It says, avoid blows and jerks and frictions. That's what I was telling you. A pregnant lady should avoid all these things. She travels for a long time, for example. Even though we go in a posh car or posh vehicle, even then there will be jerks and there will be vibrations which is not favorable to the fetus. It is very subtle, very subtle. On the face of it, we don't feel it. We feel it is a comfortable journey, but still the vibrations and the jerks will have an impact on the fetus. Don't do that. Don't go for long drives. Save yourself from jerks, frictions and blows. Even running, for example, jogging, for example, causes a lot of vibration and other things. Don't do it at that point. But she also needs some exercise. Okay, how to do it, that's a different issue. But jogging, which was very normal when she was not pregnant, is not normal when she is pregnant. Because it results in jerks and frictions. And shocks. So these should be avoided. That is Sutra 41. So similarly, there are many Sutra 42, same Charaka Samhita, Sutra 42. It says, the food what a pregnant lady takes will have an impact on the growth of the fetus. Whatever food system she follows, that will have an impact on the fetus. So be careful about the food what you take. The food makes your thought. In case of a pregnant lady, it is more so, the food makes the thought of the mother as well as the child. The food what you take will have an impact. Say the mother, while she is pregnant, eats a lot of sugar, for example, eats a lot of sweets. So the possibility of the child contracting diabetes or juvenile diabetes is very high. It's a scientific explanation what they give. Whatever you take, whatever food you take, the same thing will be passed on to the child. So you have to be careful what to take, what to drink, what to eat. Just these are all some of the guidelines what are given. Just for example, again, 41, 42, 43. There are many such in Ayurveda. So these are all the do's and don'ts what are required for a pregnant lady. The do's and don'ts. Do's do it, don'ts don't do it. So such guidelines are there in the whole of Pumsavana. And the final purpose is to see that the fetus in the womb of the mother is shock-proof, is friction-proof, and finally it doesn't result in abortion, miscarriage. So let it not be miscarriage. So whatever care we have to take to see that the fetus finally clings on to the womb, gets set in the womb, that's the thing. And this is more so in the beginning of the pregnancy. Once the pregnancy advances, these problems are solved. The fetus gets struck to the womb well and grows well. There's no problem. But in the beginning, the chances for miscarriage or abortion is more if these do's and don'ts are not followed. That's what it says. And mainly these things are explained in Charaka Samhita. The example what is 40, 41, 42. Sutra 40, 41, 42. Then, during this period, so from the negative side we saw It is protected from miscarriage or abortion. Now, from the positive side, what are the requirements that has to be given so the fetus becomes strong and healthy? And this from the positive way. You are avoiding the miscarriage or the abortion, but at the same time, we have to give and supply such nutrients, such herbs, such food, such exercise, so that the fetus in the womb of the mother becomes strong and healthy. That's the other one. And a few things what they speak of is, one is this, the products of this banyan tree, the bark, the leaf, and other things, the essence of it. Then they speak of this giloi. Use the same word giloi. Giloi is amrutavalli. Amrutavalli. That's a herb. Amrutavalli, that's a herb. So we use that. So such things are there. Once again, is detailed in Ayurveda Shastra. So when you take such food, maybe you take little more milk or food containing calcium, that will help the formation of the bones strong and healthy. So many things, so many such things are explained. The food what is to be taken to nourish, to strengthen the fetus. What is not to be done, I have spoken of. So that abortion, miscarriage is avoided. Here on the other part, what is to be given so that it becomes strong and healthy. Then the same thing, we do have some medicines in homeopathy. And in modern medicine also, they speak of so many nutrients to be given to the mother who is pregnant. So she becomes strong and the fetus in the womb also becomes strong. Okay, these are some of the things which you have to take care of during that period of pregnancy, mainly the beginning of the pregnancy, and this is what is called as Pumsavana. Just given the introduction to this Pumsavana, then we go to the actual ritual as to how we do it, what are the mantras we employ, and what is the meaning of those mantras. So finally, we achieve the goal. That is, the strength of the fetus, avoiding miscarriage and abortion, the child and the mother too, both will get all the nourishment they require for a healthy and strong child. So this we'll discuss in the next class. That is, tomorrow is not there, day after tomorrow. That's Wednesday for me and Tuesday night for you. So in this introduction, what we had for this Pumsavana, in the light of Ayurveda and other things, yes, we'll continue with what the Vedas say directly with the mantras, how the ritual should be performed. As usual, that ritual has got some general things and also some particular things. General things I will not repeat because already I have discussed about it in Garbhadana Samskara. I say this is general thing. With that, that's over. And we go to the particular thing and the mantras, what we employ and what it means and what care we should take. Okay, thank you.